how you doing? Welcome back to another devlog. In this video I'm going to be making the player movement system, and I also made a bunch of other stuff like a secret minigame. So get some cookies and hot cocoa and enjoy the video. Alright, so the movement system right now doesn't really feel good, and it's just overall a bad movement system. So we're going to be restarting from scratch for like the 10th time. But that's okay, since it's going to be even better now. But before we do that, we need a good and fun new minigame. And I've actually already made the map. It's a f***ing mess. Don't worry though, I'll fix it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. To start off, the arena itself looks terrible. So what I did is, I changed the flat tiles and I made them I also ditched the chest pattern and just decided to make it one color and added this boxing ring thing around it to make it more interesting. What do you guys think of it? Be sure to tell me in the comments down below. Alright, so the arena is looking a lot better now, but it's looking kinda sad. So let's fix it, shall we? Shit, I thought sure that will work. What did Grape the guy do that I didn't? Got it. Got this glove now. Right, let's try again. Much better. There's only one problem though, and that's the background, because there is none. So I made this background scene. What I did was, I just took a plane and applied a random noise to it, which created these bumps. I then added a texture, some trees, some bushes, and then I added a giant cool lava lake. Now that the map actually looks good, we can start working on the boss on this map, which is this guy. Call it the Crusher, because he crushes stuff. For this movement, I took inspiration from an old game you might have heard of. It's called chess, the rook piece to be exact. The way the rook works is that it can only move forwards or sideways, but not diagonally, which is perfect for the Crusher. As for its behavior, it will locate another player and float over said player, and then drop onto that player, which will break the tiles it hits and also all the bones of the player. I made two models, but I can't choose between them, so be sure to tell me which one's better in the comments down below. So now that we have our new minigame, it's time for the new movement system. This time I actually went ahead and planned what I was going to do. I wanted 4 basic mechanics: jumping, dashing, punching and grabbing. But in this devlog I'm only going to make 2 of them, which are jumping and dashing. So stay tuned for the next devlog where I add the other 2 and subscribe. Okay, so before we can add jumping and dashing, we need something else, which is walking. But I'm too lazy to do that, so luckily I've got this game dev glove here. Perfect. For the jumping, I wanted to make something less floaty than last time, but I still wanted to be able to jump high. So I sought inspiration in some other games, and then I remembered an old game I used to play. In Mario, the longer you hit the jump button, the higher you jump. So whilst rising, gravity is super low, but as soon as you hit peak height, gravity suddenly increases. So it's kinda like going up in a plane and then skydiving attached to a fridge. What the fuck? To do this, in my game I just wrote a small piece of code which checks if the player is going up or down by comparing the previous position to the new one. And after a bit of tweaking, I'm really happy with the result. So now for dashing. I really just had to apply force every time you press a button, but I also applied the Mario strategy and made it so the longer you press a button, the further you go. I also made it so the player can both use a controller and a keyboard with ease, which is going to make it a lot easier in the future for me to implement local multiplayer. In the previous devlog I made a minigame with a big skinny monster thing, but the graphics are bad, so let's upgrade it, shall we? To start off, I changed the color of the platform by changing the color. Next we need a background scene. Luckily we've already made one, so let's just yoink! The model I made for the engine creature looks very out of place right now, so I just made this new model with parts of the main player model and it looks a lot better. I then got dragged away and made this. Ha! Gay! Check out my second channel in the description for more clips. Now all we need is to rewrite the code that makes him attack, and what the f***? After fixing that, I just added a billboard with some very informational instructive messages. Do it. That's all from me, so be sure to subscribe to be notified when the next video comes out, and like the video if you liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, evening or night. Peace.